we are having this, what do you call, our title is called AI Customer to Revenue Engine. So why, why did I come from this angle? The reason is because a lot of times, sometimes we are very busy. Some of us is able to generate leads, but then these leads doesn't bring revenue, right? So that is the challenge. So I think when we do business, we need to reverse engineer from where we want, where is our end goal. So I think when it comes to business, we always talk about how much we earn, what kind of revenue, what kind of profit we want to generate, right? So if coming from that angle, that's why we need to understand the concept of revenue and the concept of profit. Let me move on. Yeah, so have you, as I mentioned, now we are all very busy, but then sometimes we don't make money because we target at the wrong thing. Okay, so now there are two key measurements that all of us, especially when we talk about generating leads from the internet or from B2B sales, we need to know the cost. So there are two, the cost is, acquiring leads. So that is what we call customer acquisition cost, right? And a lot of times we underestimate the customer acquisition cost. We only counting on the, maybe the ad spend or the very direct cost that we can actually detect, right? But actually behind the business, there are actually so much cost incurred. So we need to know how to calculate this acquisition cost. And the other value that we need to talk about is what we call customer lifetime value. Okay, customer lifetime value is about, okay, yeah. So customer lifetime value, it depends on our business model. Some of the business model only have one-time sale. Some of the business model, they have multiple chances to get sales, right? So customer lifetime value is actually referring to when the customer is with us, how much value we can get from them over a period of time. So for example, let's say Pampers product, the baby diaper, right? The lifetime value from the mother, how long do you think from the baby?
Few years on until they are potty trained.
Yes, because one mother, what do you call that? After one baby, they may have two, the second baby or the third baby, right? So when we look at the calculation of the customer lifetime value, we don't just look at one baby. Don't talk about just one product. One time purchase from the grocery store is only one time, right? But repeatedly, this baby maybe wear diapers until 4 years old. I also forgot how long already. 4 years old. So at one baby, let's say the lifetime value is for 4 years. And if let's say the mother has has 3 babies, then is quite long, So the lifetime value can be 10 over years. So that is what we meant by lifetime value. Okay, why do we need to know about this? That is because sometimes when we chase sales or when we advertise online, we probably just look at how much return we get from this particular ad campaign. Is that right? But if we do that calculation, maybe, sometimes if we just based on one campaign and calculate, so most of the time we dare not to invest in ads because we thought, okay, it's so expensive, right? Get the leads. And then let's say I do a course like this, I get the leads, and I sell and I don't cover, I don't, I mean, let's say the number of participants I got in, the amount that I receive is actually less than the ad amount that I spend. So I may stop there. So most of the people, we calculate the so-called customer acquisition cost this way. But if let's say I calculate this customer lifetime value, you know, the person who sign up, let's say even a free course or a low value course, let's say 28 ringgit, let's say I advertise to get these leads, definitely the advertising cost can cost a lot more usually lah. Usually we don't get back the money. But let's say the customer lifetime value of this person who come for AI course, like what I'm doing. So maybe this person, after one course, they will sign up my other courses or even coaching program, because my business model is not just selling course. It's not just selling membership, because I also start with a low cost membership, right? That one is like an attraction. Then from there, I may actually cross-sell them my training program and my, what do you call that, coaching program. And plus, I can also sell my partner solution. So if we calculate the lifetime value, okay, then maybe the cost I spend in acquiring the customers initially is worth it. So that is, you know, the how we should look at the numbers. Okay, so as I mentioned, this customer lifetime value ties to our business model. So some product, maybe there is no way we can sell them multiple times, just one-off business. That one, no choice. So usually such product, upfront payment or the particular cost is very high. So that is one-time business, okay? And subscription business is like the more, you know, like magazine subscription or the business club that I have is considered subscription. Like E3 also a subscription business. So every year they are going to bill the customer. Service-based business, this one usually also have some kind of recurring income because of the retainer fee, okay? And hybrid is a combination of everything. Okay, so that's why we need to know our business model in order to have an idea about the customer lifetime value. Okay, so because the two, both of you, what I heard from you is you are starting something new. So you probably not have any numbers yet to calculate the customer lifetime value. But when you create your business, you need to have this in mind. How do you make money? This is a very important question to answer before we run for any other things. How do we make money? So the funnel is very important.
Sorry.
Okay, so basically, right? Yeah.
The script I can't see.
I cannot hear you. You cannot see my screen. Wait,
Too small,
I also
too
lost
small.
you. I don't. Oh, too small. Oh, what happened now? Show my screen anyway. Eh? I need to unshare first. I share again. Can see my screen now? Is it still small?
Your friend line off. She's not here.
I see. The line is not stable lah.
Okay, she joined.
Yeah, hi. Sorry.
Okay, no worries. The
So
line
for the
drop,
screen to be enlarged, you can use your finger to enlarge it.
Is it? No lah,
I mean,
my one is not a touch screen. No. I share again because I see multiple screen. Now can see
can
so
see.
you see, this is
Yeah, okay.
the calculation for customer acquisition cost. So basically, the formula is you need to have your cost of sales, cost of marketing divided by new customer, and that is where you get, roughly your customer acquisition cost. So in your cost of sales and marketing, right, it should also include your ad spend, how much you spend in Facebook and other advertising expenses, salaries you pay your salesmen, the creative production, the tools and the publishing stuff, or whether you are getting agency to help you. All these are part of the cost. Okay, so yeah, so I think I've mentioned all these things. Most of the people, right, they only count only ads, but they forget the rest. So that's why sometimes they thought they are having a lot of sales, but not making money because they have actually underestimated the cost behind generating the sales or the leads. Okay, yeah. So once you calculated your, okay, this is the bigger one. Okay, customer lifetime value has what I mentioned just now. You can use the average product value, multiply with purchase frequency and also the customer lifespan, and then that gives you the customer lifetime value. And how do you make use of this? So once you have your customer lifetime value, you compare it with your customer acquisition cost, right? And then if let's say the ratio is, you can look at this table here. If the ratio is less than 1, that means you are losing money for that, for your customer, your customer, that particular customer segment. Okay. If the score is 1 to 2 is, okay, at least it's not making loss, but it's fragile. If you have more than 3, that means it's healthy. So that is how we decide on whether our customer lifetime value is much better than the cost. Okay, so when we design our whole journey for the customer, we need to have this in mind. So of course, this one is later on. When you have the customer, you want to prolong the customer lifetime value, right? You need to, how do you prolong is you need to have making sure that they come back to you frequently. You prolong the retention time, for example, like diaper business. You make sure after first baby, the second baby also they come back to the same brand, right? So this is how we prolong customer lifetime value. And we also want to make sure the margin is good, right? Because sometimes the sales is good, but margin is bad. That is where we lose money. So these are some of the numbers. You don't need to remember. You don't need to remember the formula, but just a rough idea that help you design your business model and the customer journey. Okay, in our club, right, actually I have this customer profitability dashboard, a generic one. You can actually put in your numbers if you have, and then you can come, this thing will actually help you calculate what is your CAC, your CLV, your target, and also time to recover. So this is, we also calculate the payback period. Okay, so you can try out. Later I will send this in the group. I will send this link in the group. I send now. So now I will move on to talk about prompt engineering. I'm not sure how well versed you are with prompt. Susan, you must be quite good, right?
Sometimes I create a prompt, I thought that very perfect already, but use ChatGPT and all these things. But then when I put into another AI, it doesn't work.
Oh, is that so? Oh, okay. I think there are some reasons behind. Because the more you use one AI LM model, the more they know you. So sometimes you don't put lengthy text, they also understand what you ask. But when you move to another new one, for example, they don't know you much, right? So you have to really feed them information.
Because I'm
So
using,
I think that could be
right
the
now I'm
case.
doing the online one. I'm using Gen Store to do the online store. Then I use ChatGPT to create my prompt and put inside the Gen Store. So ChatGPT know me very well already. But then when I put
Yeah,
inside
that's
there,
right.
so I have to keep on adding to AI.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, okay, never mind. Technically, even I have used ChatGPT for so long, I find that I learn to write more description. Then my post or whatever that thing I do, right, is getting better. So this is what I want to share with you. Let me share again the screen. Can you see my PowerPoint? Can I?
You see?
Okay, can. Okay, can. Okay, so basically, the better your prompt, the better you will get in when it comes to the response. So it doesn't matter which platform you use. The theory is the same. So when we master prompt, we are multiplying impact without multiplying effort. That is very true also. I experience it. Okay. It is like having 10 experts as your assistant, always ready to help you. Like this is also very true, because sometimes let's say you have a staff, right? You give them the same prompt, same instruction. Sometimes you still need to spend a lot of time to explain to human, right? But to ChatGPT or the AI tools, somehow they understood, and somehow they give you more suggestion than you need. Yeah. Okay, so what I suggest you to follow is this PRISM framework. So PRISM, it stands for like P stands for problem. The second one is role, instruction, and so on. Okay, so I'm going to go through this with you. So in a good prompt, we must understand what we want AI to solve for us. So we need to define what challenges, what problem we are facing, and what so you need to tell the context, this context to ChatGPT or Gemini or DeepSeek. I'm having problem now with what, just tell them as much as you can. So you define the problem, right? So the problem can be, I want to do what, I am stuck with what, the challenge is what. So these are the sample thing you can start with. The second one is role, R. The expert responsible for solving challenge and provide insight. So that means so sometimes you copy some of the prompt in the club. I usually have act as somebody, act as a strategy consultant, act as a marketing director. So give a role to the chat, because sometimes if you know the same thing, the same output can produce by, let's say, an operation manager versus a director manager, their output can be very different because they look at things differently. So it is best you give a role for the AI who you want them to act as. Okay, then so these are the sample roles. Like act as CEO. I want you are my CEO. You think like me. Because let's say I'm a CEO lah. I want my assistant to act as a CEO. I don't want my AI to act as my intern, because the level of output given by very different just by the role. Okay. Okay, then the I is instruction. So what do you want AI to do? Act as a direct CEO. So what do you want me to do? What AI to do? So you must tell exactly what. Okay, so these are some examples. There are so many things that we can ask AI to do. The first is we ask them to analyze or assess certain report. Okay, or ask them to create or build something. Ask them to be like a strategy thinker, give you recommendations, suggest, plan, prioritize, help you to improve certain processes, improve certain proposal. All these example of communication, I think we all very well versed with it. Write the email for me, write the WhatsApp reply for me. You know, all these things can be done by ChatGPT or AI tools very well. Okay, so this is instruction. And the S stands for structure. How you want AI to produce a report? Table or bullet point or step by step. So these are the format. So the so like I said, like here example a lot. Yeah, it can be flow chart. You can also even mention SWOT analysis. You know, when it comes to advertising, there's this famous framework, AIDA, AIDA. You can also specify that. Okay. So you want the format in storytelling or very instructional. So all this you can specify. Then when the AI produce, then it will according to your specification. So this is the one I mentioned. Or you can also, I have mentioned, give me my marketing plan based on AIDA framework: attention, interest, desire, and action. Past, problem, agitation, solution, features, advantage, and benefits. So you can use all this in your marketing plan. Okay. So then the last one is milestone or measure. What is the desired result? Or how will success be evaluated? You can also tell AI so that they have better understanding of your expectation. What is the outcome you want to get from here? Okay, so for example, I want to turn around my company cash flow from what to what, from what ratio to what ratio, in how long? All these things you can put it in here. So maybe you are asking AI to help you suggest your turnaround plan, right? So you can mention all these things. Yeah, so these are the example. Okay, so let's say we just put an example here. Problem, I'm trying to validate if my business idea solve a real pain for solopreneur. Okay, then you want AI to act as a startup coach. Help me define customer segment, the pain point, and the MVP offer. Present in 3-column table: segment, pain, MVP, idea. You should help me confidently test my idea within the next 14 days. So once you combine them, you just copy the whole text into your AI and run it. So this is technically the full the 5 elements you should have in your prompt. But of course, you can also add in other elements. For example, context. For example, in let's say let's say you are talking about you want to buy whatever things to be kept at home because now let's say Dubai is because it's near the war zone, for example. So you ask ChatGPT to suggest what to buy or what to stock up, right? But you should also let AI know that you are in this area, because I think the response would be quite different if you were to tell AI where you are. If you are in Singapore or Malaysia, maybe the thing that you need to stock up can be very different. Yeah, so you need to give the background stuff to AI to understand you better. Personality, especially if you're writing marketing messages, right? You want some kind of personality, maybe a personality that mirror you. Or you can also ask AI to write a message in another person's personality. For example, you love this Obama, for example. You want to follow the tone of Obama. You just say, please follow, Obama, and then sometimes you can copy and paste some of the way Obama is writing or way Obama is talking. You can upload it into your AI tool and let it understand so that the message generated will be similar to that person. Tone also same thing. Example, length, style, platform, channel, all these are the things that you can always add in. Okay, but for short, just remember Prism, Prism. You all have any questions so far? So if it is not drastic improvement on the new tool, right, I probably wouldn't change because it depends also on what I'm doing. There are, in Gemini, there is another feature called Gem, and ChatGPT, they also have a feature called GPT. So that one is something that you can create GPT like your, for specific role. Maybe I just show you lah. This one is quite basic, but I think maybe some of you may not know how to use it. I open up my ChatGPT first. Okay, this is my ChatGPT, you can see. So in my ChatGPT on the left panel, there is this GPT. The usual chat we use, right, is usually down here. Right? So all these are a lot of chat lah. Right? But GPT, I can use it. For example, let's say this is digital book coach. I want to, let's say, produce a digital book. Then I put in instruction in the GPT here so that it helped me to generate my next book. For example, this one just illustration. So how I do this setup, right? I just need to go to, where is it? Explore GPT. And then create, if you want to create your own one, right? So over here under create, you can tell GPT what GPT you want this tool to help you with lah. So you need to specify it here. You can put it here, and then it will actually help you to configure all the information here. But let's say you have also additional information. For example, you want this person to act as your, let's say, stock analyst. So you want to follow certain news or whatsoever. So sometimes you do not want to just follow whatever GPT can get from the internet. You want them to refer to certain files. You can upload the files here. So, and then attach it. So once you have it, right, once you set up all the instruction, what you want the GPT to do for you, then it become your assistant. So for example, I will just come in to show you some of the things that I created. Okay, this one is a very old GPT I created. A bit slower. Old one, but I no longer use it, but just want to show you. Once I set up the GPT at the setting there, I say, hey, write today's newsletter. Then it will write for me. This one is a very early stage when I use GPT to help me write newsletter. But along the way, I improve. So it will actually write here for me because I already set in the instruction. Today, let's say today is Tuesday. My theme is this and that, right? So it will go by my instruction and write and research the article for me and write it down here. Okay, so GPT will take a while, but I think you get the ideas, right? Every time I enlarge, I will see multiple windows. How to... I think I still prefer Zoom. Okay, so Suzanne, you can follow. Felicia, you can follow.
Okay.
Are you using this feature for now?
What feature?
No, not me.
The GPT.
I'm using too many. I'm using Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, Kimi 2.5. I let the ChatGPT argue with each other, debating with each other. Then I get the best final answer.
Okay, yeah, when you do research-based work, it's good to have that. You can also use Perplexity for that purpose. Yeah, but for me, let's say it's a common newsletter, ChatGPT or whatsoever is good enough. So for one of my prompt here, right, I really use it to analyze my stocks. So if you want to see all the GPT, you need to come to the left top corner here to look for all, because I created so much. Like I also created small business coach, because this one sometimes I just send the link to people to coach them, because these people I know that, you know, the solopreneur sometimes they cannot pay my coaching. So I just, you know, give them this link and then they use GPT to help them in their journey. So, but of course, at the back end, I have to set up all the tools. Okay, it's a bit slow. I cannot find my stock GPT. I think that one is very interesting. Okay, anyway, you know the idea lah. If you want to try it out, you can try it out. So Gemini also have something similar. It's called GEM. Okay. So now let's move on to customer profit. Just now we were here, right?
Are you
So I
sharing
need-
the screen?
Oh, you can't see, is it?
You
there's no
don't. You didn't on your screen.
Oh, sorry. Entire share. So now I need you all to start prompting. Wait. Okay. In this session, right, I would like you all to come up with your customer psychology map. The second one is the decision triggers. For example, you are targeting at, let's say Felicia, you're targeting at people who buy tea or for some benefit. So what is their decision trigger? And then from the part A and B, once you have it, then we can look at the journey blueprint. And then of course, you know, what is should be included in your AEO. For example, if you are writing blog posts or if you're having some landing page, what are the AEO elements that need to be there in order to attract AI to recommend your website? That is called AEO lah. So now I will give you Excel, but this one is just an illustration of the workbook. Workbook I can also WhatsApp to you all later. But I think for online, we just capture. It is easier to capture all your input in the Google Sheet that I will send to you later. So basically, now I need you to take some time to think about your business, to think about your customer segment, your offer, your channels, and also the top three customer language code, what they will usually say out. Things like that. Okay. So for example, under the customer one map, right, you will need to have an idea the kind of progress they want, what kind of anxieties they have, because this one we need to actually find out what is deep down in their heart. Sometimes they don't tell you, but actually it's there. So these are the things that we should technically know, but sometimes we don't know. So, but you write it down you write down your own answer first, but later on we will use AI to help us, validate that or brainstorm with you. Okay. So these are the things that I need you to fill up, and there is also prompt that I have prepared. Okay, now let's go to the worksheet. I will share with you now. You can see my worksheet. Okay, once you get the link, right, you should copy the workbook instead of directly. I lost it. I don't know where it is.
Where
Why
do you share the link? Where can we
Wait.
find your link?
In the chat box here. Wait. Viewer. I will share with you in Google Meet here. Can you see?
Yes, you see.
You can see, okay. So in this worksheet, when you open up, you go to File and then either download or make a copy. So when you make a copy, you will make a copy to your own Google Drive. You can see my screen, right? How come I don't?
I can see your screen, but then not your link. Where is your link?
Then the link is at the, at the Google chat. There is a chat box on the right hand, almost towards the right side, the bottom right of the screen. You're using computer, right? You don't see it? Then I WhatsApp you.
Yeah,
Okay, I saw it.
You saw.
Yeah. Can we download it later after your course?
Oh, but I need you to run the prompt now, and then you can read. Any reason you can't? If there's a difficulty, of course you can do it later. Okay, now I will also copy and paste the first prompt that I want you to do. But first, can you go to the workbook that I share with you, and then you put down your company name, your offer, what is your target customer, your buyer roles, top business pain, buying trigger, all these things. As much as you know, you write down. If you don't know, you can leave it blank. Can you see my? Oh, I haven't shared anything, is it? This worksheet, the worksheet that I share with you, digital as participant workbook. Over here, you can write down all the, this one is actually working based on your own business scenario. You write it down. If you do not want to download this worksheet, I think it's still fine. You can, I think you just put your name here. For example, this is Suzanne, so that we know who is who lah. You can directly update here, up to you, or you can download and update it at your own drive. So can I give you something like 5 minutes to complete this?
I try.
Yeah, you try first. After you try, then I am going to give you prompt to run. I go and take some water first, yeah? You all continue. Is everything good?
Still doing.
Okay.
Sorry, what do you mean by customer buyer role?
Oh, okay. Because in the sales, especially B2B, or even B2C, sometimes the user is different from the person who make decision. For example, car. So the person making decision can be your husband, but you are the influencer or you are the user. So you need to know who you are targeting next time when you do marketing campaign. So different buyer role can you need to decide also. For example, this particular message or campaign I'm targeting at the decision maker. And then the other one can be targeting at the user. How do you influence the two of them? For B2B, maybe for example, selling software to companies. So the decision maker or the gatekeeper, the first one can be the IT department, but the decision maker is the CEO for mid-sized company, right? But for bigger size company, maybe it's the two different roles again. So these are the things that we need to think through in order to run effective marketing campaign or even sales approach.
There is few item I don't really understand what you need lah, so I didn't
Whi-
fill up.
Which one?
Like what
Ah,
is the offer differentiator?
so
Typical objection, decision stage, next commercial goal, tone. What
okay,
do you mean by that?
okay. The offer differentiators is referring to how your product is different from your competitors in the market. If you have, if you don't have, it's fine because you are still in development, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about the rest, like tone? What is tone?
Tone is like, let's say you are servicing corporate client, then your tone can be more professional, more serious. But if you are servicing diaper mothers who use diaper, then maybe you are using very caring mode. You talk to them as if you are taking care of their feeling. You need to tell AI how you want the mother feel about your brand. So how you want to talk to them. Yeah. But it's okay. All these are just rough idea you can put in first because later on we can use AI to help us make it even better.
Then decision stage.
Decision stage for B2B especially, because the decision stage can be first, maybe from evaluation or proposal stage, and then evaluation, and then after that only more serious stage, and then finally is a closing stage. So all these are the various decision stage involved in B2B sale. But for let's say lower price product, fast moving consumer goods, then decision stage probably not much, as long as they see let's say the kids saw the snack they want to buy. So the decision stage is you need to let them see the snack, right? Yeah, then premium tea maybe it can be different. So all this again you can if you are not sure, we can ask ChatGPT later on. So now let's say, for example, now you want to understand your target customer better. You can try out this prompt. I'm going to throw it in the chat box here. You can copy and paste. Can you see what I paste in the chat box? So wait, I need to give you another prompt. Once you have actually filled up the information in the Google worksheet, you copy the column A and your input, and then you paste it into ChatGPT or whatever AI tool you are using, right? Or you can download it as an Excel and upload it into GPT. So that in the chat, you want GPT to AI to know that you are working on this particular customer. Do you get me? For example, I show you an example here. So let's say I'm using Gemini now. So whatever input I created, I upload. How to upload, you all know, right? You know how to upload. You can come here, plus sign, and then upload file. Alicia, you can see the screen here.
Yes.
You can upload file, or you can just copy and paste whatever you have written just now. You just say, hey, ChatGPT, GPT or AI, this is my business. So just to give some context to AI about your business. And then the first, the first prompt that I wanted you all to try is the one that I actually text in the chat box. Can you see? And then can you try upload your file and then try this prompt? So this one will actually give you your target audience profile and your segment metrics.
Wait,
Can you see?
hold on. Let's do first.
Yeah, you can take your time, don't worry. So when you type, if let's say you have already uploaded your file or you paste your company info that you input just now, and when you copy my prompt over, because my prompt, I have this bracket for product service, right? Bracket, right? That one, technically, you may want to change it, but since you already typed your customer input sheet into the so-called AI tool, you may not need to change the prompt that I send you. You all can see my screen. You see, earlier I already give Gemini my company background, the input that I have given, that you all key in just now. Then I paste this prompt.
Okay.
So it will return very detailed segment for me. And then my customer profile, which is a very well written one. Because I'm asking Gemini to code based on Digital AI Business Club. So it come out with a segment metrics for me. The legacy leader and what is their core motivation. Because I actually instruct to give me what? Let me check. Buyer personas. Yeah, because these are very important. If you don't define this now, when you come to marketing, right, you are lost again. And there are so many segments. Now, I'm not saying that all the segments given by Gemini or your AI tool, you must act on it. We still have to use our judgment to filter. And then whatever makes sense, you copy them into your own table somewhere to make it your document. Then next time when you run document, you run your marketing or branding, this document will be used as reference.
Yeah, my ChatGPT already run.
Okay, you already have some answers.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
I need to read first.
Alicia, your side okay? Maybe Suzanne,
Okay.
you can share. If not, we can actually proceed to the second one. So now you already have a customer segment for you. So let's say now, let me go back to give you another one. Okay, act as a customer psychologist using this snapshot, which is the input file that you have given. Describe the best customer in human speak, what they want, what frustrates them, what they fear, and what they have tried. This one also another psychology aspect for us to understand our customers. So once you have it, you can actually go to the same work file that I shared with you. There is this tab called S11 map. You can actually register your answer. Whatever makes sense, register it there. And then it become your library.
Sorry, again.
Okay, let me share. After you run your prompt, You got your answers given there, right? You digest them a bit. Whatever makes sense, you transfer them into this worksheet. Under this worksheet, you have S1 one map. So this is the one that we are trying to actually capture what our customer want. So this is what I call customer want map. The first line here, which is row 18, is just an example. So maybe here I can put Susan, and then here is Alicia. But you may want to use different rows if you have more than one segment. But I think for this exercise, you just work on one segment is easier. Too many segments we are opening on.
Where to put? Sorry.
Where to put?
Persona.
What? Persona.
No.
You can put under
It is
persona.
it is customer psychology, so on.
Oh, where to put? I think the answer will return things like their pain and so on. Do you have that? Wait, let me check my one. I need to double confirm on the prompt. Okay, never mind. I think this one not specific enough. I give you another prompt. You can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you use this one. This one is like longer. So we run all this first, then only we transfer into the Excel worksheet. I give you a few prompts in one go lah. Well, now I will one by one paste it there. Okay, I have given you quite a few. Haven't
I'm getting
finished, but
confused
let
already.
you.
So many. I just finished
That's why.
one only.
Yeah, you take your time, because I don't know your speed. So I just prepare your first so that whoever ready, you just move. But don't worry, we don't need to rush and complete it today because after this tonight, you can still do it offline and then share the result. That's why I say I want accountability coaching. That means I want to make sure that you all really do lah. Because a lot of times we can also use people's prompt, copy paste and give us a lot of ideas, but we never at the end we still never capture anything to us. So this exercise is meant for you to internalize whatever you think and whatever AI give you, you need to confirm which method you want, which segment you want, which offer you want, and become your library. And then next time, your marketing and your branding will reference this document. Okay, of course, some of the prompt, right, you can amend the wording, because for example, one of the prompt I have here, I put Malaysia or Southeast Asia. Let's say your one is not these two countries, you change, or just put Malaysia or worldwide. And then like say for Felicia, because you are talking about worldwide, you also may want to be very specific. Maybe one of your prompt you need to create is which country would be more receptive towards such a tea, for example.
Jenna, strong. I think my whole website very.
Huh? What is that?
I can see that
Can
the
I-
prompt is very good for my online.
Yeah, because it's really digging your customer one. Yeah.
Yeah, because earlier on when we build, right, it's normally what we as an operator
We
want
think.
to see. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I had add a little bit of what as a customer would think, but cannot think so much, you know.
Yeah,
This one,
that's why. So
this one really good.
when you use this, yeah. And the other thing is you can also do comparator analysis also, what they do. This is there's a post I shared in the Digital Club this morning. Because I think there are three important triangle, three point under this triangle. One is we need to know what the customer want. Second is what the company, we want to know what we want to, how we make money, right? So that is about us as business owner. The third one is what our competitors are doing. So these three we must find out properly before we run any marketing campaign.
Jenna, all this prompt is that you use the time that you copy it, you save it, or what?
The line is breaking. You are saying the prompt what?
Those that you're sharing right now, okay? Is it like you have created it for the training, or how is it?
Yeah, I created it for the training. But of course, I need to put in my own understanding of all these business theory behind. For example, customer, when we talk about customer, we actually need to understand psychology. Then with that, I designed the prompt. But of course, I use ChatGPT to help me design it for me as well. But I need to give that instruction. You get me? So that's why I say it has to be both AI and human. No? Because if you don't even know that, when we talk about customer one, we wouldn't even ask GPT to prompt this kind of stuff for us, correct or not? Or unless, of course, we can also ask ChatGPT, actually, I'm so raw in this area. Can you give me some guideline? Then maybe ChatGPT will give you the guideline, and then you can ask prompt according to the guideline. You can also do it that way. But that's why I say our own thinking skill, our own curiosity mind is very important. What exactly we want to find? What exactly the problem we want to solve? So if we don't even know what problem we want to solve, we cannot prompt one. Okay, all the prompt that I shared.
Really?
What is that?
And max ChatGPT already.
Okay.
But it's fun because
So,
I seriously I can see the using all this prompt. I just gone through some of it. It's actually show that my web store, there are something that I did correctly.
okay, good, good. Yeah. Okay. So that, but again, assuming that, let's say we go straight to do the web store without having this in mind, then most likely you have to redo your web store, correct or not?
Yep.
And then you will burn your credit.
Yes. But now I see that almost half of it I'm correct. I got all the now I have to fine tune it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That is very good because I think also because you are experienced, so you know how to prompt it already. Okay. Let me
Wow,
continue
cannot
with,
sleep leh. Want to do the form.
yeah, but this one, you really, after you get the prompt, you really need to make it as a document. Whatever suggestion given, you have to handpick them, not everything.
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, I'm actually going to share with you one worksheet with all this prompt. You don't worry that I will leave it in the Gemini and then you cannot refer later. So I'm going to give you that file. I just want to give you the file earlier because I know participants usually they are very curious. They will try to do it on their own and then they will, they will just their mind is flying some other places if I give them the file. Yeah.
Hmm.
So I have given you another two more. So after this one, all this prompt, as I mentioned, you just complete the worksheet and then maybe throughout this 1 week, sit down and really think through whether this is what you want and fine tune it before we meet again the following Tuesday.
Okay. All right.
So you all have finished or you haven't?
I finished already, but I finished
Okay.
but I have not saved into the list yet.
Yeah.
Need to study.
Okay. So yeah, you need to study. Also, another thing is this one is very important. This one you must try it.
Where do you share?
I just sent in the chat. So in the chat that I shared with you just now, right? Some of the prompt I actually mentioned now is in AI era, what could have changed? So this kind of thing I also added into some of the prompt because some AI has changed the way customer behave or customer expect things from us. So all this need to be considered as well. So also another one is the voice. All these are market research. I think market research one, I wouldn't send it in the chat here. So this one, I'm going to share with you the link for the file. And then I think you need time to really sit down and go through each one of them. Let me share you now. Okay, so this is the file to the prompt. So if you are okay, maybe in the next few days, as and when you do your assignment, you can share in the WhatsApp group to see what you have done. I mean, to share your progress. If you want to let the group know, I think it's good. You can share and inspire them to learn in a deeper level, or you can share with me, private message me.
Okay.
Can? So this is the very important customer foundation that we have covered today. Yeah, so next one week, really work on the homework and share. And then on coming Tuesday, we are going to talk about brand authority. Okay, we really need to set the tone correctly before we talk about marketing automation. So if you have any question, you can ask now. If not, I think we will end here, but I leave it to you to complete this task.